Welcome back to Interpersonal Effectiveness, and we're going to learn yet another acronym. This is a core DBT Interpersonal Effectiveness skills. There'll also be audio and video kind of ideas of how to do this, some little short actor portrayals, maybe not the best acting skills right here, but I'm trying to kind of make it a little more seamless and a little easier to understand. Interpersonal effectiveness skills, I think, needs a lot of modeling. So this is the skill of Dear Man. It's also called Dear Woman. It's been around since 1980. At this point, maybe a better name would be given. At this point, we will stick with the acronym Dear Man until we hear anything updated. So it is about getting your needs met in a conversation. It's about focusing on getting a need met. Dear Man is a great skill if you need to ask a favor, if you need to ask something of someone, if you have an objective in a conversation. Dear Man is a great place to start. Good about Dear Man too is you can kind of practice it. So once you kind of learn the acronym, you can actually maybe sit or even write down, kind of prepare a little scripting of how you're going to go into that kind of conversation. So D, describe what you want. Seems simple enough, right? So prepare yourself. Are you asking for a raise? Are you asking for more time with a partner or loved one? Are you asking for space right now because you're not feeling so well? Whatever that might be, describe what you want. That's D. E, encourage others to help. So sort of, if, let's say you're asking for a raise from your boss, it might be kind of telling your boss that you want for a raise, and describing what, encouraging others to help might look like. I'd really like to kind of get a raise. I spoke to other people about this, and it seems like, I've done a really good job. I talked to people about kind of taking on different job roles and doing stuff that are outside my job description at this point and have for the last X amount of years with X amount of experience, that kind of thing. Ask for what is wanted. So be direct with it. I would like a raise. I would like to spend more time with you because I care about you. I would like to discuss finances in our relationship. Kind of going in and asking for what you exactly want. If you feel comfortable kind of being specific about what this conversation that you want to have needs to be about in order to kind of meet your goals. So reinforce others. If somebody says to you, hey, we can't really help you with that promotion right now or that raise. Things are tight. It's the end of the fiscal year. Maybe you should come back to us in January. Just saying, okay, I understand right now is not a good time. I'll be sure to come back in January. Thank you for your consideration. So, kind of setting things up and just being really clear about everything, being really transparent. So that is the dear. And now we move on, and I will use the whole woman in this example. So willingness. In other videos, you will learn about willingness versus willfulness. So willingness is just making yourself available to do something. Observe the situation around you. Observe your body. Are you tense and angry looking? Are you demanding a raise while you point your finger? Probably not the best way to do this right now. Kind of looking at your posture. Are you sweating? Are you freaking out? Are you realizing it's a really super busy day at work and your boss has back-to-back meetings and you're going to try to catch that person in between meetings and ask for a raise? Not a good time to be doing that. Not a good time. Observe the situation and think about doing it another day. Being mindful, and that could be doing a mindfulness exercise, taking a deep breath, but also kind of mindful of like where you at if you're not in a headspace to be having this conversation or making this request. Might not be a good day. Appear confident. Now, I think a lot of people struggle with appearing confident. It's not necessarily being demanding or dressing a certain way, but just kind of having, healthy posture, good eye contact. That's something that you're culturally comfortable with, not having your hands crossed. And, hey, I really want to talk to you about finances. Face-to-face conversations, if possible, are kind of easier for a lot of people, and I think you kind of get body language and that kind of thing to make those difficult situations a little bit more smooth and able to kind of read one another back and forth. And then negotiate. There's a whole DBT skill in this as well. It's kind of how to negotiate, but kind of try to get your needs met, but understand that your needs might be here and that person's needs might be here, and there typically is some middle ground. If asking for a raise isn't going to happen until January, makes you frustrated, you know what? Time to put a little calendar note early January, prepare yourself, ask for a raise. Between now and January, take a course or try to do more things or think about how else you could market yourself to get a raise. Between now and January, might be working on a resume to get another job if this just isn't for you and you can't financially take on this kind of role any longer. So that is the skill of Dear Woman, also known as Dear Man. And once again, there'll be kind of examples of how to use this. I think it is a good skill because you can kind of take a step back and either journal or write down like what you're going to say when you're asking for a raise or how you can kind of navigate this. I've had people that kind of wrote it down on like a cheat sheet and in a difficult situation was able to kind of, you know, smooth things over on the phone, was able to kind of stick to it, which I think is really important. It's really easy to kind of dysregulate and start apologizing and start saying, oh, don't worry, I don't want to raise. I just wanted to see what you said. And not really kind of going all in for it. So that is the DBT interpersonal effectiveness skill. The acronym is Dear Woman, also known as Dear Man. Describe what you want, encourage others to help, ask for what is wanted, reinforce others, willingness, observe, mindfulness, appear confident, and negotiate. Once again, a lot of those are also in other skills in this course and other DBT courses, especially the willingness, if you want more information. Of course, mindfulness is its own module, but there is mindfulness in this as well. And negotiate. So that is Dear Woman.